Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So you sleep, you go to the gym, you try to eat healthy, but you still feel off, not completely exhausted and not sick, just not how you're supposed to feel. Your energy is not stable, your workouts feel heavier than they should, and progress is much slower than you expected. And this is what makes it confusing, because from the outside, everything looks fine. You are not lazy, you are not ignoring your health at all. You're actually trying to do the things right. But your body doesn't respond the way you expect. And in this case, the natural reaction is I need to be more disciplined, I need to push harder. But in many cases, that's not the real issue. The real issue is what you're feeling is often not just the lack of effort, but it's a mismatch between what your body needs and what it's actually getting. And that mismatch is not always obvious. So you might be eating clean, but still not giving your body enough usable energy. This often happens when carbohydrates are too low or the overall intake is too light. So during the day, especially in trainings, your body runs low on fuel. And that's when everything starts to feel heavier, slower, and more exhausting than it should. Not because you became weaker, but because you are underfueled. And when your body doesn't have enough energy, it doesn't just affect performance. It also affects how well you recover. You train, you show up, you do the work, but what happens after matters just as much. The first, protein. When you train, your muscle fibers experience small amount of damage, and protein provides amino acids needed to repair that damage and rebuild stronger tissue. If your protein intake is too low, this process is incomplete. So instead of progressing, your body stays in constant state of breakdown. But protein alone is not enough. Recovery also heavily depends on sleep. The sleep is when your body actually carries out most of its repair processes. It's when your system slows down, focuses on rebuilding, and so if your sleep is too short or low quality, your recovery slows down, even if your nutrition is good. So now you have two things happening at the same time. Not enough protein, equal to limited building material, and poor sleep, which is reduced ability to rebuild. And the result feels the same. You stay tired, your workouts feel harder, and progress slows down. So you are training, you are trying to recover, but something feels unstable. That's where the next layer comes in. Fats are often reduced too much because people are afraid of calories. But fats play a deeper role than most people think. They support hormone production, help to regulate energy over longer periods, and keep your system more stable. So, unlike carbs, which give you quick energy, fats contribute to stability. And not all energy problems are about intensity, but some about the consistency. So, when fats are too low, you may feel less stable throughout the day, and energy drops, mood changes, and overall balance is affected. And this is where it becomes confusing again, because from the outside you are doing everything right. You are eating clean, you are training consistently, but sometimes doing the things right doesn't always mean that meeting your body's actual needs. So your body doesn't run on efforts alone. It also runs on the enough energy, enough building material, and enough recovery. If one of this is missing, even slightly, so you start to feel it, not as a clear problem, but as a general sense that something is off. So instead of asking, how can I push harder? A better question is, what might I be missing? Maybe more fuel, better recovery, more balance. Because in many cases, the issue is not the lack of discipline, but it's lack of support. So if you feel off, do not ignore it and do not try to outwork it. Sometimes the answer is not to do more, but to understand better what your body actually needs. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.